First up on the show, as part of the international pressure that is building against Israel's war strategy in Gaza, Israel is now facing the prospect of global trade sanctions as well. Turkey is saying it will impose trade restrictions on Israel. France has also said Israel could be pressured with sanctions to allow aid to be delivered to the Palestinians. Now, in a significant measure against Israel, after 6 months of war, Ankara has restricted export of a wide range of products to Israel. They include aluminium, steel, construction products and chemical fertilizers. Turkey's move comes a day after Israel rejected Ankara's request to allow its military cargo planes to airdrop aid into Gaza.
Ürdün makamlarınca olumlu karşılanan bu talebimizin
Today we learned that our request, which was welcomed by the Jordanian authorities, was rejected by Israel. There is no excuse for Israel to block our attempts to airlift aid to the starving people of Gaza. Faced with this situation, we decided to take a series of new measures against Israel. These measures, approved by a president, will be implemented step by step without delay.
Bu tedbirler gecikmeksizin adım adım hayata geçirilecektir.
In reacting to the restriction, Israel's foreign minister has claimed that Erdogan is prepared to sacrifice Turkey's economy to support Hamas. He accused the President Recep Tayyip Erdogan of placing the interests of Hamas above Turkey's economic well-being. He also warned that Israel will respond by preparing an extended list of additional products that Israel will prevent Turkey from exporting. Meanwhile, a top UN court is also in session to consider legal action in support of Palestinians. At the session, Germany has denied it was supporting the genocide in Gaza by selling arms to Israel. It has, however, said that Israel's security is at the core of its nation's policy.
Where Germany has provided support to Israel, including in form of exports of arms and other military equipment, the quantity and purposes of these supplies have been grossly distorted by Nicaragua, as Professor Tams will demonstrate. Germany only supplies arms on the basis of detailed scrutiny, a scrutiny that not only respects but far exceeds the requirements of international law. Arms exports that take into account the security threats Israel is facing, in particular, immediately after 7 October.
Meanwhile, CIA Director Bill Burns presented a new proposal to bridge the gap in the negotiation for a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas. Hamas, however, says that the new proposal fails to meet Palestinian demands but is under review. The latest US proposal was made in Cairo over the weekend and includes pushing Israel to release more Palestinian prisoners in exchange for an extended 40 Israelis hostages to be released. Now, on the battlefront, the Israeli Prime Minister says that the date has been set for the invasion into Rafah, that Israel calls a Hamas stronghold. Currently, over 1 million people are crammed into the southern city in desperate conditions. Shortage of food, water and shelter as well is a major problem, and foreign governments and organizations have urged Israel against storming Rafah in fear of a bloodbath. And while Israel's security cabinet meeting is in place to discuss Rafah and its offensive and the hostage deal, our correspondent Jody Cohen gets us the latest details.
Israel's Security Cabinet meeting has been brought forward to Tuesday evening instead of Thursday. On the agenda will be the negotiations for the release of some of the hostages, as well as a temporary ceasefire. Now, that's after a Hamas official appeared to reject the latest proposal, although another Hamas official said that Hamas is examining the offer further. The Security Cabinet is also likely to discuss Iranian threats, as well as Rafah, with Prime Minister Netanyahu saying that a date has been set for IDF troops to target Hamas there. So it looks like we could either see a deal involving a temporary ceasefire with perhaps extended negotiations over the terms, or we could see an Israeli operation against Hamas in Rafah. It remains to be seen how Hamas will respond to this latest proposal. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.